See how that's effortless? You don't have to quite kick it.
I'm not pulling far enough.
Yep.
Okay.
And a little bit. All you're trying to do is you're going to take me over my center of gravity. You're going to bring me forward, so my center of gravity is here, and then it's just a little bump.
Okay.
Once I go over, I'm gone. I can't stop myself. You have my post. That's this.
Right.
So
Okay.
it forms those two functions. What? You just little. That's it.
I'm noticing that I'm shifting my hips. Is that an error or is that just kind of a personal?
So it gives you a little bit more power. I don't know if it's particularly helpful or not. Try to do it now. Yep, you can. Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah. Although even with that was less than I normally have in shifting my hips. I was able to stick to it.
So and the other thing is, when I bring this forward, if we can get just a little bit onto our side, and then as I come forward, so as we come forward, let's try and come a little bit further out the way and potentiate that leg coming up and getting onto your side. Remember, you've got less power here
Okay.
than you do from here, than you do from here, than you do from here.
Okay.
So we add power every time we get our shoulders off the mat. So even if we only get one shoulder off, we're much stronger. There you go. Got it. Perfect. And notice that a lot of that was all of this. It was the pull off belt
Okay.
rather than the kick.
I'm fighting way too hard with my legs and not pulling. Okay.
It's the pull more than the kick.
Okay.
And to be absolutely honest, 4 months ago Tanner said, "You're kicking too much." And I said, "What?" "You're kicking too much." And I said, "What?" And then he grabbed my hand and went, "Rick!" Fell over, and I was like, "Oh, I'm kicking too much."
Yeah.
Try it on the other side.
Okay.
So, again, one of the things, when you get to choose, on things that you get to choose, pick a side that you like, stick with that thing. If I'm going to go for an Americana, if I'm going to go for a Kimura, if I'm going to go for a triangle, you can pick which leg goes up. You can pick which arm I grab to pick those things. So on the things that you get to pick, practice one side. The things that you don't get to pick, if you get one arm, you should be for sweeps specifically. If you're going to grab this arm, I'm going to stick it here. You should be ready to grab the other arm because now, as you pull and block and sweep, you should be able to do both sides of sweeps.
Okay.
Maybe you're better at one side. Maybe you know, oh, I'm really good at the scissor sweep to this side, so I'm going to practice doing the flower sweep to this side, because then they start going that way, and when they start coming back, I need to grab this arm and scissor sweep the other way.
Right. Okay.
So, for specifically sweeps, practice both sides.
Okay.
When you're drilling, practice both sides.
Okay.
Am I screwed up?
All really good information, and it's true what you said. They're going to have a better preferred side. If it's hard for you to go to your, and I call it goofy side. It's not a good or bad side. It just means you feel. Sometimes you'll be better at your goofy side because you're not thinking of three like fucking it up, but you're hitting the 3 points. The biggest thing that I do, because I have shorter legs, yes, thicker legs than most jiu-jitsu practitioners. So shorter legs or thicker legs, you walk the flight of stairs before. And that's what I mean, like, and the beautiful combination of having shorter, thicker legs is where I'm at. A lot of people talk about my knee coach, and this is something that my husband believes in. you'll both feel this because I have shorter legs, and if I'm trying to get his girth, I barely got my toes connected. You might have this. You might have this with something. Merlin's a good example.
Yeah.
Right? So I might be here on my toes, like see how my toes are barely there. So I'm not really bringing my heels, and I'm not controlling with this. Trying to make that connection. I'm using my knees. Right? But what happens is he postures up. He pushes one of my knees out. He does the little perfect. So instead of being loosey goosey going, oh shit, I'm losing, I immediately choose a side and I always choose my left, but I can go right. But my knee pinches here. He's gonna feel my knee and then my knee hit. So I don't know if you usually feel this, but this is what he does. He pushes my knee down. So now I can't reach that arm. And if I do this, he just doubles down on his elbow. So because I know that his post, he puts his post out, I gotta prevent that, right? So if he's doing this position right here, I'm gonna reach the closest hand here, but I'm keeping his knee pinch, so not collapse. You can already feel the difference in my collapse. So I've got the space between my saddle and him, and I'll give him this, and he'll double down on the pressure of his base and he'll widen his base out. Is exactly what he said. But it looks so fluid because when I'm doing this, I'm staying connected with my knees. I'm barely holding on. Sometimes I might get here and I'm still hooking on my heel, but he can feel my knee in the back of his left hand.
Right.
So if he drives that knee down after doing this, I'm losing everything. Just as well. I do this, hoping he reaches out. I start going here, boom, I'm still connected. My knees are still. He can feel my ankles on me.
Right.
So if I drive this out, he might post, he might not. He might be smart and post on me because he's a higher belt. I switch, and I'm still here. So I'm not kicking as much as I'm trying to drive over his knee. All his weight was posted on that knee.
Right. Okay.
So it's a combination of these things that you just throw at him, like I said. Everybody knows this, everybody feels this intuitively now, and you're just trying to play.
I've tried to incorporate the which is a couple of these, especially when I can't think at all when I'm doing that. But
I feel like
it's yeah, I certainly swept it, but you know.
keep trying. You won't sweep.
Yeah.
Me too, boys. Yeah. But the better you get it, here's the analogy. You feel people that you just never got in. I call it prisoner. I got a guy, Andy Murat, he's a UFC fighter. He was one of my first MMA coaches in Muay Thai. North-South for 4 years. North-South show. You know what it means, North-South show.
Actually, sorry.
So, it doesn't matter. This guy's like a caveman. And all he does is from the side control, and I'm coming up, I'm wrestling, I'm doing this every time. Over the chest.
Oh.
Right here. And he's Merlin, but built with no fat. And I don't mean it's just muscle. And then he goes in, so when he does this, he's actually already choking. And he's like 250 pounds.
Yeah.
And what he does, he just holds me and cradles me, and then takes away the space. And for 4 years, I got better at defending. Never won.
Yeah.
I prolonged it. That's going to be people like Merlin, or like me, and better than you. I've got a good white base. He has a good white base, but he's really good at strong, so because he's longer, you can do both.
Yeah.
So thinking and feeling it with me too, when you get to this position, like he was saying, I'm gonna try not to post on the mat, because when I post on the mat, that allows you to do things. So I'm gonna post on me, that gives you the opportunity to control all this. And then just switching from your knee pinch, one hip to the other. Right? So if you're on one hip, if you're on your left hip, and you actually get this hand, you want to think of this knee. And all you're really doing, like you said, is just blocking. And you're not doing much of kicking as much as just rolling your hip over. So it's almost like you're coming down this way. All this is doing is just allowing me, and then your hip is driving. So it's coming from this hip socket. That whole bone is driving this way. Yeah. So if we get your guard, good job posting, and then you start grabbing my hands, whichever one you want. Boom, stay tight.
Nice. How did that feel?
basically you're blocking me from posting. You're holding my post and I'm just following you. So that's what you're feeling. So yeah, again, more than you have to post on me. This is a real dick move. What I'll do is right? So you can go inside with the hands underneath my wrist. You go in a prayer and then posting it out and pushing it out of the mat. Boom.
See, I've gotten stuck with that before. Like, okay, why do I?
So I'm trying to pin your bottom to the mat. So go from inside out. When you go like this, making a grandiose motion because I can't counter it. You just go all the way up, make a line. It's just positive. So we're exaggerating right now just so you can feel it. Boom. And I'm going to scramble, grab a wrist, I'm going to post, I'm going to face out. And I'm doing this. So if you feel this, what can you do? Where's all my weight distributed on my legs and my knees? What do you feel?
It's kind of in the hips, it's back.
Back.
So then I can pop up.
And then I'm going to drive in. And you do that? Yeah, pop up. Go ahead. I'm drive in. Because my intuition is to drive in and keep preventing from sitting up.
Okay, so I don't have to really just close. He's not sitting up.
Now, if I do sit back, pick on two.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
Yeah, that was when he does sit back, that's where you go hip bump sweep. Knowing you're gonna hip bump sweep, you know where he's going. He's not a stupid, he's not a brand new weight belt. He knows as soon as you open up, you get that hand to the mat, he knows where you're going, right? So where does he have to go in response? Forward. And then where do you go in response? And now you're having a conversation.
So I'm posted on this knee, and I'm almost sitting back on my heels, but I'm still posted here. Can't hold it. When I do this, I'm going to drive.
Yeah.
Because what I need to do for him to feel a very good difference. I need to stop that. The way I stop this is when you sit back, sit back. I'm saying that. So my counter to this is helping. I got a body lock and drive in. He said, fine. I'm ready to push or pull. I'm not planning to fail on the hip bump, but I'm ready to execute the follow. That's exactly what he said when I walked in.
All I'm waiting for is, I'm waiting for the response. I'm having a conversation. Hi, how are you doing today? I'm doing great. How about we roll? That's the conversation. I'm in here. What I'm saying is, I don't like you being here. I'm gonna move. I don't wanna move. Okay, we'll move in. And now we're having a conversation. It's just a calm response. I say a thing to you, I do a thing. You respond to me. I respond to you. You respond to me. Now we're talking back and forth. This conversation happens to be done without words, and a lot of sweat and pushing each other further.
What I do to Merlin and other bigger guys too is like, and I do to him too, is like, I know that they're gonna break my guard right here. So I'll just stay connected with this, hoping to get a hand. But if I can't, I'm gonna grab their head. And you're not gonna use strength, which just being heavy changes his posture. So when he tries to move, his hands are heavy. I start keeping my knees apart. My whole dance with him is just keep my knees apart. Because the moment my knees are here, I'm stable. My hips are set, my butt's set. He gets me out of one rate. And this is how we, and I told him, this is just trying to keep my knees out.
Yeah.
So, we did the scissors sweep. Let's work on the flower sweep a little bit.
Okay.
So, we're gonna do basically the same motion, but we're gonna start hip bump sweep. I'm gonna lean back. From your guard, you're gonna try and hip bump sweep.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean forward, and you're just gonna follow it through with that nice flower sweep. Okay?
You want to see it or you want to do it?
Let me try to do it. It's been a few weeks, but I learn better if I fail. So.
Boy, if I was better at learning from failing, I would be so good at jiu-jitsu. I'm so good at failing. I think you'll be well.
knee across the bed. For me, it gives me a little momentum. Emphasize it.
Tanner's has said try and think of it as a hammer. Think of your foot as the side of the hammer, and you're going to try and drive that hammer across.
Okay.
I'm trying to nail in a nail right here. So I have to take that hammer and nail it across.
I guess, yeah, even when you're leading with the heel, but as long as you're not pointing with the toe, because now everything's distant. So what yeah, because everything's extended.
Because I immediately want to point
It's all good.
to that.
That's what we all do. So try to nail it out. Try to nail it. I like that better. Yeah. Make a
Hammer.
big.
Make it a hammer.
Make it
Yep.
big.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And bring it over and hit that one more time.
Now, what I'm looking at your foot is it looks like it's just kind of flat. I want you to think of a bridge. Yeah,
There you go.
the ball of your foot now extended, the heel came off, you shot your head up.
Okay. So
That-
it's not just.
Right, that's kind of just a step over. Nothing wrong with that. Now those hips are coming in. You're bridging up on your left shoulder. I like it.
Okay.
Try that.
All right, let's try it. So, we go back, hold up, bring it up,
Slowing momentum, but just trying to focus on.
Well, and this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying here for. And these little details, it's hard to pay attention. But when you're doing your hip up, so you're coming from here, coming straight up, it's hard for me to just sit because I don't have that momentum. I keep my knees pinched. I do open my ankles, but I kind of rock. I come up here. But that'll come in time, is what I'm saying from this hip movement. Your foot's out here, and then you're coming up, and then you're keeping your left foot there, and then you're trying to go here, but I have no connection here. So if you can think of, right now I'm just gonna keep our feet open, ride to your left, come up here, bringing this foot, the left foot in,
Okay.
do it. So we'll keep our nice thick legs open, knee pinch. I'm gonna rock, come up. There you go. That makes sense. So obviously our partner not gonna let us do this, is why we're drilling this muscle memory. So kind of like your hands into your left. Yeah. Let's go over this other shoulder instead of that side of his neck. Go over his left shoulder. And soon he's going to drive into you.
And then.
Oh, you know, you move your elbow down, right over his head. So
Okay.
this is going to break his posture. So you failed at the hip hump sweep, right?
Right.
Your foot's now planted. You're bringing your elbow down and you're leaning towards my knee.
Okay.
Just keep this little drill without the partner. I want you to try to practice going like this. I'm going, push you. Almost feel like a stupid gaze. I can't do it. But anyways, like this, I'm rocking to my left. And then I'm going to roll to my right. And you're going to see me roll my body, elbow, hand. I don't know. Show you a map because I'm about a partner. I'm going to show you what this map. hands and roll to your left. So bend to your left. Bend to your left first, and then roll to your right.
Okay, so left.
That's beautiful. So do that a couple times. Rock. All the way to your hand. And when you extend your hand, I want your hips to shoot in the air, but don't. There you go. That drive on that knee that you just felt, think of that muscle memory. Do it a couple times. That rock helps me get prepared to shoot it, because when he does this, let's do an actual failed hip bump sweep. I got to come over his shoulder. You look over here, his head's in the way. But it gives me an option. He's going to drive in. But if I go over, I can trap a little Kimura.
Okay.
So I can fail hip bump sweep Kimura. I can fail hip bump sweep to the flower sweep or pendulum sweep.
Guillotine too.
So with that rocking motion, because he's going to let you do it, work on that rocking, which is not going to always work. But this is getting up on that hand to get your hips up. You might get that hip thrust and actually finish that hip thrust. So let's do that. So you are saying that you're on range, but you're just ready to counter or to follow up with something else.
I'm sorry, just.
No, this is why I made it look real simple.
And then. Sorry.
Try to
Okay.
Well, it's there.
That was close.
Yeah.
So I want you to get a little bit more hip. I'm actually going to roll over.
And I want you to think of shoot in his heart, armpit over his shoulder. I want you to try to get your armpit like a suction cup over his back.
Yep.
Was your knee okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was just saying, like,
Is that a big dip or?
it was a, that's absolutely where it is. That was,
The different body
there's nothing I can get to stop that at that point. I have to go forward earlier than that.
That hip elevation every time. That's what it feels like. So you're gonna sit back a little bit. Even, yeah, this, I can't pull you in, I can't do anything. So I get. So if you don't react early, I'm already pushing your shoulders over your hips.
Right, I'm already using, okay.
But if I don't shoot my armpit over your shoulder, you can drive that shoulder right into my armpit. Grab your shoulder. Lose this position. If I do this, I get set here. Go ahead, wherever your hands at. If I see this elbow, I'm thinking the cheese grater. Because that elbow is there. So when I get this elbow, I try to he's great body rocking wherever he's at. He's stuck in here. He goes to his under up here. And he bears nice and deep. And get out just his elbow. Right at his elbow. Control it. And in his wrist. Boom. Still fighting. He's got to immediately defend by bringing his hand in, bring it to his heart. When he brings that in, he can only control the elbow. But if his elbow is loose, you see out here doing some bullshit. Fucking with his elbow all the time. So do I try to pump from there? I'm just holding this here. You can see all the positions. I just went over and I kept on. There's some going. Johnson has been coming in 4 times today. This week.
Yeah, it's still muscle memory. There's a summer.
You also you started to throw the guillotine in there, which is fine. Good. Problem, great. If you're going to throw it up there, finish it. Grab the rest of it.
Do you know what that is?
The 18, yeah.
If you're going to reach around and grab the neck, finish that thing. Don't let it play out there.
So with this one, when I do this, I'll do it with a lot of people from side control. I don't really need to control his neck, like with my grapple do it from side control as well. And he's felt it. Now roll it up. So see how his spine is line, he just postures his chin up, doesn't change his body. His whole back strap not strong. His chest is not pinning that. But if his chin's down, I keep my elbow there. I'm not driving down because I want to drive down, he's gonna push up. I'm trying to keep his head curved down. And this little elbow is here. I try to elevate. So he's just good at sprawling. But if I can get them to low, I do that a lot.
Yep.
The counter to this is if I start weighing his guy, he just postures his chin up. I'm fucked. So knowing that little elbow control, because I might not be able to, you might not be able to get your head all the way over for a good team. Because now I'm stuck here, or even here. I have to get this teeth in his chin. But now I'm a little stuck. I might not be able to get this. And I need to bring him to the backside. Right now, his defense is to come over with his hand. I'm stuck. So you can throw that guillotine, or throw it in the Kimura. He's going to break contact in next week.
I was only saying the guillotine because you got your arm.
I did it to break the posture.
Good.
Coming back.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's what I did.
And that's what I felt like. You threw it to break the posture, but you don't need the whole arm.
Which makes sense, because you don't want to alarm.
There's a couple of like 100% underhook. There's a bunch of different things, which you can do, but just that little elbow pinch, no one really taught me just kind of use it. So try it on him, just keep your elbow. And if you get a sweep, or if you get whatever, I want you to really shoot that hand, kind of like go back. I want you to shoot that hand and think of your arm that has to come up and over his shoulder. Yeah. So now he's going to drag on with that. Tricep through the nape of his neck. There.
Better. Much better.
So that little chicken wing is way stronger than
And you got a little bit of leg in there.
You're using your hips, you're using your body position. This little bone is stronger at the elbow than if you're trying to reach over. There's no downward motion, you're just kind of loosey. But here, pushing down.
Okay, try it again.
You can do that, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with going for that high choke. Just know that you can choke. If not, using that for head and arm control posture, you're good.
Okay.
Just knowing to know that, knowing that,
if you get to here, the sweep doesn't finish, know that just doing that one arm there is going to be really difficult to finish. But I also can't posture up. This is a good opportunity for you to get control of this hand. Start thinking about, oh, well, look at that. You've got, just stay there. So you've got this hand, right? Try to center sweep down. So you've got this hand. Other one?
So right here. So see where your foot's at? You got this. I want this in a little bit more. I want emphasis on the ball of the foot, pinching the knee. And when you bring that knee up, rolling on your right hand. Yeah, the crushing is fine. I'm trying not to tweak it again. Kidneys and all that bullshit.
But yeah, if I get to this position somehow in life, if I can get him here, wow. And even if I fail the guillotine, I'm in a better position. Look. Yeah.
So, and even if I pokes in this transition, I'm going to pokes this left hand. What Tanner says is, whichever direction the feet or toes are pointing, sweep. gonna take my poster. Something to throw at us. So this isn't anything new, but you're good enough at jiu-jitsu now to know, oh.
And this is your opportunity to start chaining things together. Brand new weight belt, that's what you expect. I have grabbed hand, I look against the side, knee comes in the center, try to scissor sweep. Oh, it failed, what do I do? As you get more experience, it is, okay, I got this hand, let me try an arm bar. Oh, that didn't work. Through that arm bar, into a scissor. What can I do for you? What are my options here?
I was gonna try this. K-bar, K-guard arm. I don't know if it'll work for you just yet, it'll work for you. Let me show you. I enjoyed it. I just throw it in the open guard and an open mat. So I'm here, and they're breaking my guard. So it's called K-guard because I'm kind of making a K my body. I'm trying to unhook his leg. And I'm gonna trap this arm. So I'm kind of lulling him and thinking he's gonna pass my guard. So I gotta bring this knee up and over. He's gonna start smashing to pass. I trap this right there.
Oh yeah, I've actually seen that.
So it's a short arm bar choke. He thinks he's passing. He's winning.
Yeah.
But I'm immobilizing him here. He can't pass this way. So he's like, oh, I'm gonna double down. I gotta smash this one down. But I trap his tricep. I bring my knee in, up and over. I can start working on different times. It's quick.
Yeah.
It goes either this hip or that hip. So I'm gonna play with that actually and drill it and drill it and sleep out next week. One of my first black belt coach, PJ Porter, got caught with that. I saw it, and I saw a few people bringing it down this past week. I don't know his name, I just didn't, I didn't have any watching any matches. But, so, I'll have to feel it. Even worse as a pass. So I'm not really trying to track the numbers yet. You're gonna start smashing my legs.
Yeah. Pretty sure this one's on here. Yeah.
Try it. It's not for classes today, I just thought. So left hand grabs. So, yeah. There's all kinds of approaches here. So, I'm even opening up even more. Really try to get there. I'm opening up to where you think you're past them. You're gonna be fretting on this. Right? You feel like you're dominating, right?
Yeah.
Sorry. There's a little shotgun. What I'll say to you.
So even from there, even with that thing like this,
Yep.
even with this, I would just push the elbow or push the wrist.
You got it. You got that. You got this. There's a couple little straps there. We'll go back to what we were trying to show you.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Alright. Close guard. So yeah, close guard, and let's just kind of play with the sweeps a little bit. We're not going super fast, we're gonna go mellow. We're gonna try something. I'm gonna try to slowly defend it. Sometimes I go too fast, still working on that. So I'm gonna try and defend, and then you're just gonna go to the next thing. You know what my response has to be. If you're going for a scissor sweep, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna posture up. gets me away from that scissor sweep danger, which opens me up for a hip bump sweep. If I'm already postured up for that hip bump sweep, go for it. What's my response to that hip bump sweep going to be? Drive forward. What's your response to that? Scissor sweep and farm sweep. That's it. That's the whole game. We're going to just give that a try. I'm going to try and stay slow. You're going to try and stay calm. Just think of what the next thing might be. And if you catch something, you succeed. You win. Okay? It's okay.
So I want you to think of knee pinch or heel and ankle pinch if you lose that connection, right? So if you have to go open guard, still stay connected with your knees or your feet or your knee and foot. And then when you do start moving, I want you to be mobile. I want you to come up off the ball of your foot, making a good bridge off your shoulders. So you're trying to arch your back and use your hips, leading you down. You got it, Whiskey?
Actually,
Whenever you got it.
actually.
Now again.
Okay.
So you're going 20% speed. Trying to get these movements in. Try to get your left foot on the mat because you took your left foot off the mat. You'll have better success if you post that foot on the mat. You did knee pinch though. But you can still put your foot on the mat and pinch your knee in.
Yeah.
Let's get back to that fail arm hip bump sweep. Go ahead and sit up. And here, post your feet. Yeah, it's okay. Yes, that little left foot post is where
Much
I'm
better. Yep, much better.
Yes.
A little bit more knees. There you go. Yes.
Beautiful. That's it. Do it again. Do it 1,000 times.
As soon as you get less strength, but it was, for me, it felt more effective.
Okay. So reaching guard. My legs strong. I'm gonna big run here.
Dude, that was so much better. That was so much better.
It's okay. So if you fail that, should you leave your legs open and try and come up? Come back. Yep. That's it. That's it exactly. Yep. Good. So hold on. Same thing as before. Lay back. You were here, right?
Right.
Got that. You're here, and I posture up. Don't let go and then start going this way. What's your motion supposed to be to get to that hip bump sweep? Well, on that hand, will you roll this way? Let me help you. Force me to help you. Hold on the arm to get you to go that way. Now let it go when you go up. Yep. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you let this go too early and open up like you are now,
Yeah.
then all I do is just
Right.
over here. Yep, great. Much better. Much better.
And you can use your suspension with that arm on your shoulder to have your hips mobile. They were floating. So you're able to execute that sweep.
Feels better.
Yeah.
Little things. None of them. Nice shots. Anything you did today, was it anything big?
No. Just little details.
Little details.
Precision.
And from what I understand, from what Mike told me, from Scott told me, from Tanner said, that's all jujitsu. Now, once you get the move, now we have to understand, do the move because you're told to do the move this way. And then, at the next belt, why are you doing this move this way? Oh, my friend told me to do that, right? I mean, 6 months ago, you showed me how to do this move. You said, do it this way, shut up, do it this way. Got it, do it this way. Well, you're 6 months in now, why are you doing that way? You start talking about, and then you start understanding the ideas behind it, concepts. that are built into all of these resources. Okay? And then we've got the ideas. How can we expand these ideas so that this scissor sweep must grab arm, pull arm, knee goes in, kick with leg? Why? I need to get a center of gravity movement. I need to have it moved off. Stealing the base away. I'm just kind of bumping them over a little bit. How can I make that work in other places? Can I hit the scissor sweep? Scott's favorite thing, he does wrong way scissor sweeps. Wrong way scissor sweeps. And it is hilarious because he told me he was doing it. Then he did it, and I still reacted the wrong fucking way. Okay? So, grab this thing. Start to try and scissor sweep me that way. Now scissor sweep me the other way. Fuck.
Okay, yeah.
He does it all the fucking time. He does it all the fucking time to me. I know what he's doing. He told me he's gonna do it. He's like, I like to wrong way scissor sweep people. What do you mean? He showed me. Oh, okay. 5 minutes later, we roll. He grabs my arm. He goes to scissor sweep. I post with the wrong fuck. Correct, right? And then it hits me the other way. It's the most annoying fucking shit. I know it's coming.
So nobody ever can call it up. If I have his knee, he thinks I'm gonna come up this way. So I'm coming up and he posts on his way. And then I can just pull this way. So it's a similar thing where he's doing that.
Oh, good. I'm safe. This dumb motherfucker, he doesn't know how to do a scissor sweep. Yeah, fucking right over. He doesn't know. You stupid asshole, got a brown belt, no fucking reason paid for that tiny grade brown belt. No. It's just another fucking thing.
My improvements are so incremental compared to your guys' improvements. And at Bluto, purple. At blue, he's trying to win all the time. At purple, even is not kind of fun. He's already teaching, it wiped out just trying to say, like, now you're past right, I want to be offensive.
Yeah.
I get a mistake, now I'm going to be on the offensive. You're good. And then at blue, but you don't have to talk to people. So, yeah, this is good.
I'm not sure. It depends on the role.
Yeah.
It is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what everybody's saying. I try to conserve my energy because I don't mind passion because that's the way it's.
Yes. Yeah, very fast.
So, and then you can watch this video. It's unlisted, I should say. Your foot position, your hips, knee pinch, your arms, all that stuff are just fine-tuning what you're doing. Because what I saw when I came in, your hip and you're just from flat. You're trying to sit, hip ups, you get no momentum. So now you're already using gravity to push yourself. So you're just rocking. And then when you did get up, you still weren't using your knee pinch. So it's kind of loosey-goosey. You're trying to push the scissor sweep, but now you're pushing your foot, up on your hand, you're driving your hips up and over, you're using that, or you're back and you're using this easy. This component is always there for you. You're still not doing anything with it, which is fine. But that elbow is always there. And you're going to pendulum sweep. What you did is if you look on my left side, the one time when I had to flex, you went like this, to this, and then you swept, that's a lot of core. When I post here, or not here, or I post here, I want to ball my foot, pinch my knee. It's so much easier. Those little adjustments are what we know today that you are just right there. You need so much difference in there.
So nothing big. Nothing. You feel comfortable with this. You feel a little concept, and you just like to make it huge more. Go into this note. You know, I'm not good. But I know what I'm going to do afterwards.
this in and come under my arm. Now I want you to take your other hand, grab my wrist, grab your other wrist. No, 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 grab my wrist. Now other hand, grab your wrist.
Cause like this,
Well,
something's
I'll try.
something's not clicking.
So, I want to be here.
Yes,
I'm gonna reach over with the other hand here.
okay.
I'm gonna grab my other wrist here. So, the initial grab, I go thumb in. Eventually, I will go thumb out. I will show you why. Thumb in, because your direction of taking your hand away is that way. And I need to make sure that I've got something to hold on to. If I thumb out, it's gone. So I thumb in to get the wrist until I get to here. Now, let me get your hand out. Put yourself here to this little wall,
Yeah,
okay?
okay.
So that's a little thing to do. So let's get Mike to show you how to correct. You're good.
So it's more of like whatever you do, this is the-
Yep. Nope, you're good.
Did you get outside thing? I don't think it was wrong. So I come up and over. It doesn't do anything until I actually control that level. So sometimes my shorter arms or thicker arms, I'm not able to come all the way over here. So I'll come here. But anyways, my thumb is engaged up until I get this over out. And then I get to my wrist watch. I kind of get my fingertips. Once I get my fingertips on it, I immediately bring this thumb forward, which allows me to collapse my wrist in. But I don't want my wrists to be like this. Think of making a bodybuilder. I want you to see my muscle dry. I never go. Very rarely do you see people do this and try to contract all the muscles. What I'm doing is I'm making this all strong by bringing my wrist here. This is about the most I can do. Boom, I'm over. Once I touch my wrist watch, thumb goes forward, this thumb goes forward. And I'm here with my fishy hood shirt on. Messy grip, whatever we want to call it, I tell the kids. So anyway, so it's a monkey grip. And I'm rolling out the forward with reverse motorcycle as well. What this does is it allows me to go boom. And watch his hand, he's gonna feel my bones as he just rolling into myself. And I'm bringing it in. Once I bring this in, I'm pinching my elbow, and I'm rotating around here. So this, my knees, and it's it. So as you're coming forward, I'm trying to control this, preventing from going forward. Once I overhook, I go on that thumb, you'll feel my thumb come forward. So you didn't feel this is both thumbs. This is one thumb. This is the wrong side thumb. But once I get to here, reverse motorcycle grip, boom, and elbow pinch, close to flying details. So
Let's do this one second, because it's a little bit easier in my opinion to do this. So go ahead and lean back. Reach over. Over wrist. Twist up. And now the breaking point for this is to take
before you go, see how your wrist is a little bit? So I don't think of just trying to ease in. You're almost trying to see how your wrist is forward. It's hard because you're not gonna get there. You're gonna be at that compromised wrist position. So before you do any of this stuff, bring your elbows into you. Now that allows you to bring your working space like you're shooting at that. Now reverse motorcycle grip both hands. You should feel blades will go on here, and I want you to elevate it to get on your shoulder.
And that's like most of the time. Just that, without lifting the arm at all, just all that tightening is almost done.
And that's what I do with people with, I don't try to crank and put the hand back of it. I just get nice and tight and then usually tap it. And if not, I just let it go and keep rolling.
I would tap that on the shoulder.
No, I get it. With people when their hand comes out, they're still defending once their hand comes out. I just let it go in that position, still in that open position. That's in my hand.
This is actually, as a parameter, this is actually a good thing for you, is if I get to here, I can control this arm. If I'm here, if he's a semi-combative patient, I need line and I need to protect, if he's acting up, I can control this arm. Yes, he can shirk me from that elbow. But you usually got somebody else, right?
It's not going to be effective.
It's less effective. I can keep myself away from this and still protect myself.
I'm
And I can tell my name's basically, stop the fucking bus and grab the other arm. You know what I mean?
I can show you some law enforcement. Get rid of this, and then if you get on the same side, on the other side, if you grab the arm, like this. So your outside arm, you're facing, outside arm goes to his wrist and over. And now, once you get this connection, I want you to lower your left elbow so they can bend over. Now you got control. This is like a two-person control. So you can escort them where you want. Alright. And what I've been showing is from this, or what you got, say, I'm going to control, I want you to have to know you have to know this is the but I control this, come under, boom, pass me the hand, bring me the hand, and this, now I control the elbow, and I've got this. So go ahead and try this move a little bit.
And get this arm out a little bit.
But these elbows are not in my chest. I've got control of the wrist and the elbow. So if you do need to shot it. Anyways, we can work on more of the first responder type stuff later, but that's up more.
I think you put someone in the face.
Sure.
But that was, it's always sad when they're like combative, not because they're angry or anything, they're just.
So what I got this one is when I started seeing some of my law enforcement teachers at Tech Planet, they showed a video of a woman who was wearing a knife. Anyway, she got taken into account, but her skirt went out with all those exposed G-string and her breasts were falling out. The officers are trying to do this, trying not to touch her because she's naked, practically. So they're trying to do this, and she's like 100 pounds, and they can't control her. Right? So like, if you how do you feel, how do you feel this? Like if I'm just trying to control you just moving around, this is ineffective. The moment I go here, you go to the outside hand, outside hand, and you go to more nice and gentle, and then we're gonna lower the elbow,
Yeah.
and then what we can do is change. Yeah. So I want you to left hand to press it. And then I'm gonna hand it to you. Just gonna say all the time. No, this is the elbow. Anyways, so once you get that, once you get this, you have your wrist, grab the elbow. Now you've got your elbow trap on the wrist. So you can feel it's not really a painful position.
No.
It just stops.
It's pretty smart because you can't, the best thing to do is try to drop.
And as a woman, did you feel like that violated you in such a bikini area? Right? So officers would just always want to, how good is that level? Right? So even with him, you feel it.
Well, yeah, and that's why I can get to it more and I can keep my patients from hurting themselves. I can decrease their likelihood of hurting. Here, yeah. More grips, more grips, more grips, more grips. Very powerful. That's how I do arm bars.
Good
With the second arm bars the other way.